Hi, my name's Joel, and my proposed talk for Business Software 2012 is called Be Smart, Get Things Done, and Change the World. I'm speaking from the perspective of a former software VP who's left that industry and is really seeing firsthand how software business principles can have a transformative effect on a nonprofit, specifically an international charity. So to do that, in my talk, I'm going to share a story. And the story happens to be the story of our team, but it really could be the story of any of the people that are at that talk, which is why I think it'd be really great to offer it. So the story starts in 2009. At the time, I was running engineering for a company that made social networking software. I was going to conferences like Business of Software, and I was trying to learn the sort of skills I'd need eventually to run my own ISV. And then one day I took a lunch with a friend, and this friend happened to work for my favorite international nonprofit. They build hospitals in the developing world focused on surgical care for kids, and it's called Cure. They take care of about 20,000 kids a year in places like Ethiopia and Honduras and Afghanistan. Anyway, my friend got together with me because he had an idea, and it was a pretty cool idea. They wanted to somehow use the internet to be able to tell the individual stories of the kids that were being seen in their hospital and invite groups of fans and donors to come alongside them and support them and send them get well messages, but also fund their care. And then those fans and donors would actually get to see the real results of what happened, and that was all theoretically going to happen somehow online. So we talked a little bit, and I thought it was a really great idea. I mean, it was transparent, and it was totally in line with who they are as an organization. It was innovative. Nobody had ever done anything like this before, but there were some really big problems. Not the least of which was the fact that there's no software that actually does that. And I learned pretty quickly that there's a whole world of enterprise software out there for nonprofits, and it uniformly is terrible. So I told my friend, hey, this is a really great idea, but it's never going to happen. There's no one at Cure who understands the intersection of business and technology to be able to help you pull this off. I mean, really what you need are software architects and entrepreneurs working at Cure, and people like that just don't work for a nonprofit. Well, fast forward 3 years later, and there's a small team of entrepreneurs and architects that are working at Cure, and we're actually transforming the way that we operate. From a fundraising and communication standpoint, we're telling the individual stories of every single kid that we treat in our hospitals throughout the world. On the employee side, we've managed to connect us in one global communication network, so now our 1,400 employees all have an opportunity to talk to each other. And then even operationally, we're dealing with electronic medical records in a way that deals with the variable internet connectivity of the developing world. And so my point in my talk is really to entertain people, to share some interesting stories, and to inspire at least 3 different groups of people. First of all, charities. We feel like nonprofit deserves better, and we want to really inspire other charities to get on board with the same sort of stuff that Cure's done in really pushing your own model forward by bringing technology people on board who've got a vision for what the future could be like for your nonprofit. We also want to challenge people like us, architects and entrepreneurs who really probably need to think seriously about getting involved in this. Not that everybody needs to do it, but there's some people that maybe they need to invest their lives in the sort of work that can really change the world. And then finally, we want to challenge independent software vendors to think about creative ways that they can partner with the sorts of charities who are willing to do innovative technology projects. So I hope you take my submission. I'm really, really excited to be able to share, and I promise I'll have some really cool slides. Not just informative, but creative and visually interesting. And anyway, so hopefully that'll make up for what my face doesn't provide as helpful. All right, that's it. Thanks. Bye.